Okay, everyone, had a quick moment here. It was Deadsville at this fair, so I had a scooter I wanted to repair, and this is a video that I think many of you are going to really appreciate. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Sometimes you'll get this squeaking in your Excalibur. Let me show you first how to find it. What it is, these are disc brakes, and the actual disc is just rubbing on occasion one of the calipers, or one of the brake pads, if you will. Well, you think you could hear it, which one it is, but you really can't. I know from experience. The other thing that's really aggravating is if you get off the scooter and spin the wheels, it won't do it. Okay? If you roll it forward when you're off of it, it won't do it. Here's why. With your weight on there, that flexes the shaft just enough to make the squeak happen. Okay, which is like that. Now, how do I find which side it's on? Real simple. I'm going to spin one side while I'm on it, and one side standing still, and then reverse the process. Well, how do I do that? Well, it's real simple. Right now, looking in forward, pretty much my right wheel is staying still, and my left wheel is spinning. No squeak. Let's go the other way. Oh, I'm already hearing it. Left wheel staying pretty much still, right wheel spinning. Squeak, squeak. It's in this one. I'm going to chop this video up a little bit because I've got my cameraman here. He's charges me by the hour, and he's high dollar. So let me go ahead and pause it for a second. All right, we're back at the booth. We've identified it's the right rear tire. And yes, these are sparkles in my hair. You are not mistaken. It's not my fault. These ladies right here did it. Okay, so at any rate, we're going to go ahead and turn it up like this. Here's what I was talking about, gang. You can get down here. Tommaso, see? Right here. Remember, these things aren't exactly made by Daimler-Benz. Not that that's a good thing anyway. But be that as it may, when you have weight on this, it flexes the shaft just enough to where this thing will touch on occasion one of the brake pads or in the caliper. Now, what you want to do, these two here, these two screws hold this entire spool, pardon me, this entire motor on a spindle inside of here. So if you loosen these two, this motor and wheel will slide slightly in and out. To remove it, by the way, you would have to take off the whole brake mechanism, because right now the two calipers would prohibit it from going one way or the other. So what we're going to do, we're going to loosen these two. I'm going to first of all identify what moves. When you close this, you can look in here and you see that the outside moves, okay? Or pardon me, the inside. At any rate, what I tend to do is loosen this, pull it as much as I can to the outside. Why to the outside? Because then I can tighten these slightly and just tap it in until the squeak goes away. Usually you'll get it on the first try, but that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead and stay there for a second. Here's what I'm talking about, gang. Right here. Oh, that's a good and tight, which it should be, by the way. Got to eat my Wheaties. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm just loosening that. And I am loosening this, said the man. There we go. As always, the proper combination of engineering and extreme violence. Okay, sometimes you can hold a flashlight or your phone back behind here and shine a light to see what's moving, or where it's touching is what I meant to say. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull that up a little bit, tighten her up, pretty snug, because I'm going to go ahead and test it now. If the squeak goes away, well then, we solved the problem. If it's still there, then I'm going to loosen these just a little bit and tap, 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 tap-a-roo until that thing moves in a little bit, snug it, try it again, so on and so forth. basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get, say my thumb is the one that's moving, and this is the stationary side of the caliper. You want to get the disc to be as close to the stationary side as possible without rubbing it, so that the other side will go ahead and move onto it. The reason I say that is, as long as it's not rubbing this, you can adjust your brakes slightly by turning this little black knob. Can you see this one this side, please, Tom? Okay, it's actually not righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's actually the opposite, which will open and close that caliper just a little bit. So you've got some adjustment there. So I do want to play off of the stationary side where it's not touching there. And that's pretty much all I do. And other than that, I highly recommend Sparkles. And there we have it. No more Squeak.